Oh, my writer and witness. It's been quite the journey, hasn't it?
You had special plans for the Traveler from the start, didn't you?
But of course, that goes without saying. For a story to live on, it needs both a writer and a reader. Only then can my magic take effect. I chose the Traveler as the witness because of the special nature of who he is. It's not easy finding someone with that kind of background, you know. For a moment, I even considered taking the role myself.
At least it made for an interesting story, right?
Huh? What are you doing here, tone-deaf bard?
With the Hexenzirkel carrying out such a risky experiment in Mondstadt, it didn't cross your minds that the Animo Archon might be slightly curious?
Sorry for the trouble, Lord Barbados.
Think nothing of it. I dare say the Animo Archon quite enjoyed coming along for the ride. Now then, as agreed, let us see the fruits of your labor.
Here, please take a look.
Well. Somehow, despite all my careful planning, it still turned out to be full of surprises. It never even crossed my mind that Rhindotter's child would be capable of handling that kind of alchemy in her stead. When he asked for help with the materials, oh my, I nearly couldn't believe it. If only the others were here too, we could all celebrate together.
I'm right here, you know. The only one who hasn't responded is the one busy stuffing her face over there.
Is that you, Barbie? A little late to the party, don't you think?
Come here, child. Let me take a closer look at you.
All right, Aunt Seer Witch. Here I am.
Just as I thought. This child's fate does not appear among the stars. Anya has accomplished what almost no one before her could.
What does that mean?
Child, all you need to know is that you're very lucky indeed.
Oh.
Just like how she was in the story, huh?
Tell me, little Durin, what will you do next? I, for one, cannot wait to see how your story unfolds.
Well, there's so much I want to do. I'm not even sure where to begin.
How about settling your most recent regret?
Not so fast, tone-deaf bard. What exactly did you just tell Durin to do?
To make the long overdue wish come true.
Thank you once again, Alice.
How much time do you have left?
I believe these should be my final moments. Just enough time to say goodbye to my dearest friend.
This feels like having to say our final goodbyes all over again. I don't like it. Not one bit.
I don't know how to respond to that. Strange. You were always such a cheerful figure in my stories. I even dubbed you the Merry Witch, you know.
Oh, please. You know full well it was your stories that first taught me what true pain and sadness felt like.
Oh.
Aside from saying goodbye to me, shouldn't you also leave a few words for the child? Since the book will be his to continue, why don't you write him a little parting note?
There's no need. His mother already did that long, long ago. All that remains is for me to convey it on her behalf. My child, these may be the last words I get to leave you. I've always thought of the characters in my stories as my children, loving each one of them, just like a mother would. But you are the most extraordinary of them all. You alone can defy the fate of this world and write the perfect ending to my story. You alone shall leave these pages for a future I will not see. Still I say to you, fly, my sweet child. Just like a forest breeze yearns for the open sky, head into the unknown and seek an adventure to call your own. If you meet a dragon bright as 1,000 jewels, dance through the air together. You are not alone, for this world has accepted your place in it. Do not lose heart. You still have many wishes left to fulfill. A long tale awaits you, my love. Let songs and flowers be the ink that fills its pages. Take my pen and use it to continue your story.
There you go! Your very own copy of the book. We wouldn't want one of the story's key witnesses to leave empty-handed now, would we? Of course, this copy isn't magical in the same way, but rest assured, all the twists and turns are still there.
Sure, I'll play you another tune, but it'll cost you an apple. Right now, I wish I was sitting at the top of a tree, looking out over a meadow, cider in hand. Yeah. Yeah. Here we go. Yeah. Ha. Yeah. Yeah. Ha. Yeah. What a find! I wonder how many bottles this will be worth. Wouldn't gliding be faster?
A long, long time ago, there was a young man who ran away from home. After spending the last of his mora, he trod through the cold of winter, shivering in his threadbare clothes. Suddenly, the young man found himself stepping out onto thin air, and he fell through into a strange place. But before he could react, a voice rang out from somewhere in the distance. This is the secret home of Nicola Coco, the great mage everlasting. O destitute one, tell me your heart's greatest wish, and with my guidance, you shall attain it.
Whoa! That was a strange voice. Nicola Coco. Who's that again? Do we know her?
The young man was in awe of the mage's magnificence and beauty. After a lengthy silence, he solemnly declared, "O great mage from afar, how beauteous and wise you are! The moment I beheld you, my heart began to flutter. All my heart desires now is to make your wishes mine." The subtlest of smiles appeared on the mage's face as she replied, "Very well. Then I shall task you with performing certain deeds on my behalf, such as those that are within your ability. Your guide is here, and your reward awaits you in the days to come."
Guide? Does that mean this glowing orb?
"Secret home," said the young wanderer, with a look of confusion on their face. "Where is this secret home of which you speak?" The mage's voice grew somewhat flustered upon hearing this question. "Wait, does it make sense for this to be a bashful character? Oh, never mind. I'll keep it in for now. Mr. Nine can always refine it later." "Ahem. It is rather rude to ask such questions of a mage, young one. The Mage's Lodge is under renovation. Very soon you shall be stunned by its grandeur. This shall be your trial. Offer up your strength and help this great mage to build her territory." As the young man continued forth, he noticed many exquisite statues dotting the mage's territory. "What are these?" he asked, puzzled. "These are all those who opposed me. They underestimated the power of a mage, and thus were turned to stone." I quite like that. A spur-of-the-moment addition, but dare I say it was a good one. A mage ought to be a powerful and dangerous figure. Danger lends a certain mystique, and without mystique, the world would be a very dim place. But turning people to stone at the drop of a hat? Is that too over the top? And no one wants to be around someone that capricious. Okay, I think I'll dial it back and turn it into more of a vague warning. Upon hearing this, the youngster broke into a cold sweat. But then, the mage's laughter broke the silence. "Did you fall for it? I was merely joking. These statues are just my way of capturing a certain moment in time." Anyway, statues. That's what I need your help with. The Mage's Lodge is feeling a little empty, and I should like to fill the space with some more adorable companions. Well then, young one. Now you have learned of the troubles faced by this mage. Nicola Coco requires your aid to build her sacred territory. The mage poured a cup of tea for her visitor. What say you?
Wait a minute! Shouldn't we think twice before going all in on this? We don't know anything about this person! And she seems a little weird. Huh? Although, having said that, this teacup looks kind of familiar. Nicola Coco. Ah! Is it Mage N? Nicole?
Correct. What do you think of my story?
Hard to say. It's not finished yet, surely. What happens to the characters in the end?
I haven't decided yet. I need to renovate my home first. Perhaps I'll have a burst of inspiration after that. Anyway, if you can hear my voice, I assume that means you're currently in Nodcry. In which case, could I trouble you to gather a few things for me? Well, I'd like to build a few more statues to decorate my home, but I'm lacking inspiration at the moment. I was thinking you could take some photos to give me some ideas.
Are you serious? Alright then, leave it to us! Wait here. We'll head out and see what we can find. But remember to finish the story once the statues are done.
The mage's story is starting to take shape. I think I'll delegate this next section to Mr. 9. A great mage is defined above all by her beauty and powerful presence. Perhaps an exaggerated laugh might help her stand out more. It looks like someone has been bewitched by the power of the great mage everlasting. Is that laugh too annoying? No, it'll be fine. It's all in writing anyway. No one will hear it out loud. My renovation plan is complete. But where to start? Everyone knows you can't just conjure a house out of thin air. Or could I? Alchemy could work. The only raw materials I need are bricks and wood. Yes, I'll go with that. Far easier than building everything by hand. A mage's home has to look very different from an ordinary house. I'm I'm just not sure what that means in practice. One thing's for certain, though. It has to be an ancient, mysterious, and otherworldly place that will endure for hundreds, even thousands of years. Yes, that's good. Just what people would expect from a mage. Although in truth, it's not so much me capturing moments in time as moments in time that have captured me. Well, don't just stand there. Go complete the task that the great mage has assigned. And remember, I don't want to see anything dull and dreary. I need photos that are bursting with life, so I can capture the soul and character of the subject. Don't be thinking that carving a statue is just about shapes and proportions. The most important thing is to capture the spirit of the subject in the moment the photograph is taken. All right, got all that?
Stabilize!
Time for takeoff.
Gather!
Brace yourselves. Here we go. Thank Barbados. Wait.
Hey, look over there! Are those finches? Oh, they look pretty lively, don't they? Seems like a good first photo. Let's see. Where should we go for the next photo? Oh, we saw a squirrel statue earlier, didn't we? Do you think Nicole likes squirrels? Let's snap a few photos to take back.
Have you heard the Ballad of the Treasure Chest? Think you can get away?
Solidify!
Shine down!
Everyone hold hands. See everything.
Stabilize! Order guide you!
Share my knowledge.
Brace yourself. Yeah. Time for takeoff. Here we go.
There is no escape!
Hey! Yeah, yeah. The Temple of Wisdom.
Yahoo!
Solidify! This is order!
Illusion shattered! Inazuma shines eternal!
Think you can get away?
I will have order!
One man's stone is another man's gem. One man's stone is another man's gem.
Mandragora? Paimon thinks that would make a pretty fun statue. Some of these shots are pretty good, but you didn't get any from the front. Let's wait for it to turn around. Yes! That's the one! That's the money shot! Ah! Help! Oh, that was scary. Paimon wasn't expecting it to jump us like that. Go on, Traveler. You got this.
Order guide you. Solidify.
Torn to oblivion! Illusion shattered!
Gather.
Yahoo!
I will have order.
Make yourselves at home.
Time for takeoff. Let's play!
Inazuma shines eternal!
That should do it. Paimon's kept all the pictures safe. Let's go back to see Nicole.
That was quick. You two worked very fast.
It's nothing. But, how do we get the photos to you?
You can hold on to them for now. I'll be there in a couple of days. We can talk more about the statues then.
Sure thing. See you in a couple days.
All the world holds dear is but a backdrop of constant motion. I stand before it, alone and unchanging. The world remains constant over the centuries, but human life is like the dew at dawn, or a bubble rising through water. Transit.
Just who I wanted to see. I'm delighted with the photos you took. Excellent source material. Now, I have all the carving tools ready to go. Would you like to try it together?
Carving tools? You mean these blocks?
That's right. The statues are inside the stones. All we need to do is remove any excess material. To make things a little easier for you, I've provided a guide on how the carving process works. Allow me to demonstrate. First, we make some big, bold cuts to carve out the general shape. The numbers on the stones represent the amount of material you need to keep in a given column. So, first we do this. And then this.
Oh, it's starting to take shape!
Got it? If you carve the blocks this way, you should be able to see the basic form. Then, you just need to add some finishing touches, and voila.
Wait, what? It suddenly changed in the blink of an eye! How'd you do that?
A great mage doesn't reveal her secrets that easily. Just behold, and be amazed. You got the basic carving process down, yes? Focus on that, and leave the finishing touches to me. Much obliged.
Alright, let's give this a shot! What the? This is way more difficult than the one you walked us through!
Oh, sorry, wrong one. That's the one I was going to work on. Yours is over here.
Whew, well that's a relief. Let's go! Do you still remember Nicole's process? The numbers represent the amount that we need to keep per column. So, if the number is 0, that means we gotta remove the whole thing. And if it says 3, that means we just mark the whole thing as keep, right? This one seems to be giving you some trouble. Need any help? this one seems to be giving you some trouble. Need any help? Okay. After careful inspection, Paimon's found a piece that we need to remove. And it's that one! Now, we just need Nicole to add the finishing touches.
You got rid of all the extraneous stone, yes? Let me take a look.
It's done! Oh, it's the Mage's Lodge! When did that get there?
Is this the power of a mage? The young visitor's voice was filled with wonder. I am truly amazed.
Aha! Finally, the story continues. So, what happened to the mage and her young visitor?
They lived happily ever after. The end. Tough customers, huh? Well, if you're that eager to hear it, I suppose I'll take it from the top. All my heart desires now is to make your wishes mine, said the young man. Those words won him the full attention of the great mage, Nicola Coco. But just as they had started warming up to one another, a group of uninvited guests stormed in, seized the mage, and absconded with her. As the youngster stood there in shock, a new mage by the name of Alinus appeared. She signed a contract with the youngster, bestowing the power of magic upon them. But after making it through a grueling training program, they would come to discover another conspiracy operating in the background. As it turned out, the great mage Nicola Coco was an alien entity. Her true identity was the first daughter of King Meowtress, the third of Planet Meow. She had come disguised as a mage as part of a secret plot to trick the entire world into worshipping Planet Meow. Oh, great mage! Have you been lying to me all this while? The youngster's voice trembled as their heart began to break. Leave me. War is destined to break out between our planet and yours. We were foes from the very start. The mage turned her face away, refusing to let anyone see the tears welling up in her eyes. But the youngster bravely reached out and grabbed her by the arm, swearing to never leave her. Moved by this display of passion, the mage decided to rebel. But in that moment, Alinus, who had once aided the youngster, now took the side of the king. Alinus Venus had been Meowtress III's second daughter all along. She had only helped the youngster in the hopes that her sister might be incited to treason, thus giving her the chance to usurp Nicola's place in the line of succession. Anyway, that's the gist of it. In the end, the youngster, who by this point had turned into a cat, worked with the mage to successfully foil the king's plot. Then, they returned to the mage's lodge together and lived happily ever after in peace and quiet. The end.
That was amazing! This story has everything! True love, rebellion against injustice.
That can't be helped. All creations escape the controlling grasp of their creator eventually. We angels are a case in point. Once, we were tasked with guiding human beings, but because some of us chose a different path, our entire race was punished. If even the heavenly principles can't fully control their own creations, what chance do I stand? Fate is always ineffable, and yet, I still hope I can guide those I meet towards a happy ending to their tale. That applies to characters in my stories as well. Anyway, the story's over now, and I'm running a little low on energy. Next time I've got a good story to tell, I'll share it with you, all right? Welcome, welcome to the Mage's Lodge. Oh, wait. It's just you two? I'm not in Nodcry at the moment. I'm actually in Sumeru watching a Rishbalin tiger baring its teeth at me. There's tea on the table, though. Help yourselves. Oh, ye of little faith. Rest assured that a mage's teapot will only ever be filled with freshly brewed tea. Sorry. Gotta go. It's charging right at me. What a brave little kitty.
Stabilize!
Shine down!
I see everything! Sharing my knowledge!
Order guide you! Gather!
Here we go! Think you can get away?
Hey!
Illusion shattered! Torn to oblivion! There is no...
Solidify! I will have order!
The Temple of Wisdom! I see everything! Yeah!
Illusion shattered!
Everyone hold hands!
Inazuma shines eternal! But a momentary distraction. There is no escape!
Yahoo!
Stabilize!
Time for takeoff. Let's play!
Sharing my knowledge!
Order guide you!
Torn to oblivion! Illusion shattered!
Gather! I will have order!
Now you shall perish! Shine down!
Stabilize!
Brace yourselves! Think you can get away?
The Temple of Wisdom! Take! Yeah! Yeah!
Illusion shattered!
Order guide you!
Inazuma shines eternal! Take them. I have no need. There is no escape!
Solidify!
time for takeoff.
This is order.
Unsolicited, and all the more valuable for it.
Yahoo! What a find! I wonder how many bottles this will be worth. Have you heard the Ballad of the Treasure Chest? Huh? Yoo-hoo! Huh? Splendid! More interesting trinkets for me.
Stand with me!
Stabilize!
Hey! Find anything you like? Find anything you like? Curiosity deserves a reward.
Careless. Gather.
Everyone hold hands.
I will have order.
Certainly worth the extra mile.
raise everyone's morale.
Unsolicited, and all the more valuable for it. Certainly worth the extra mile.
Yes, just like that. This will be more than enough to assassinate Varka. I'm going to assassinate Varka. I need ideas for assassinating the Grand Master. I went over this with Alice a long while ago. She stands with me, and has even offered several ideas on how I might take him out. Of all her suggestions, this one seemed the most promising. Bring a full cart of Mondstadt's newest dandelion wine all the way here, and then, before Varka's very eyes, tip the entire cart over the cliff. Perhaps the monumental, overwhelming grief will make him collapse, or go drown himself in whatever other wine he can find.
That doesn't sound like it'll work. Wait, no! Don't even think about doing something so horrible.
When writing a novel, the author, naturally, seeks to be as extravagant as possible, especially when writing detective novels. If the opening lacks a striking turn, how is the rest of the plot meant to unfold? Alas, this will be my final attempt at writing detective novels. Oh, I suppose they call them crime novels in Inazuma. In any case, they all tell of crime. There's hardly a meaningful distinction. I also discussed it with Barbie, but our novel writing sessions always evolve into crime planning sessions. Methods of crime and puzzles of deduction. We have explored plenty of those, yet the plot would not advance. The Angel Killer case. Try as they might, the culprit remained elusive. The desperate detective rushed into the crowd, then shouted the revered names of the 4 great rulers at the sky. Whoosh! Pitter-patter. Boom! Detective and murderer reduced to ash.
What kind of writing is that? Doesn't that leave no room for deduction at all?
Of course there is. It was only through painstaking deduction that the detective finally discovered the names of the 4 great rulers, Learning also that shouting them at the sky would inevitably reduce one to ash. My point exactly. Simply deducing who the culprit is has become dreadfully unoriginal. The subject of one's deductions must be something more creative. I even thought of having a Seelie detective, an angel who, longing to become a detective, became a Seelie, and by some twist of fate, ended up as a detective's assistant. All Seelies love to guide people, so this one went about leading the detective from case to case. I found the idea rather interesting. Come to think of it, the Seelie detective and the angel killer case seem far more interesting than assassinating the Grand Master. Never mind, guess I'll move on to work on that idea then. It's precisely because I overthink every little detail that I've lost interest in continuing. Not to mention the mountain of words I'll have to write. The very thought of penning all those words. Oh, what a hassle. And I can't even get a ghostwriter for this one. I'll just work on the angel killer case instead. But how might the detective deduce the truth? Perhaps he could have a conveniently informative dream.
One man's stone is another man's gem. Certainly worth the extra mile.
Recent batches of recruits could use some more discipline.
Absolutely sure you're fully prepared before heading out.
certainly worth the extra mile.
I really want to see the training grounds. I can't leave Dragana here on her own.
Unsolicited, and all the more valuable for it.
Unbelievable. Master 9 has refused to help me write my masterpiece. She said, it might be best if you wrote this one yourself, considering the highly complex world building. I cajoled and pestered her all I could, but it was to no avail. Believe me, I'd finish it myself if I could. That was my intention from the beginning. I wanted to finish a work of my own to prove a point to her, but it didn't work out. The moment the ending popped into my mind, my creative drive was extinguished. You two may well be the only people in this world to ever hear the tale of Nicola Coco, the mage from Planet Meow. So please, do not forget her, and do not forget her adventures.
Looks like we made a mistake here. Reset and try again. Looks like we made a mistake here. Reset and try again. Looks like we made a mistake here. Reset and try again. Here. Reset and try again.
Certainly worth the extra mile. Certainly worth the extra mile.
Solidify!
I see everything!
Out of my way! Our bond is strong!
Unsolicited. Unsolicited, and all the more valuable for it.
Stabilize!
I see everything!
Stand with me!
Order guide you. Solidify.
Everyone hold hands. Yeah.
Strike a pose!
Gather.
Take. Make yourselves at home. Everyone hold hands.
Solidify. I will have order.
Our bond is strong! Out of my way! Shower me with praise!
Stabilize.
Stand with me! All right, this'll do.
Gather.
I'm seeing stars.
Stabilize.
Yoo-hoo! Everyone hold hands. Yeah.
Our bond is strong!
Order guide you. Solidify.
Strike a pose! I'll settle this!
Stabilize.
I see everything.
Dissipate!
Gather.
Shower me with praise! Let the world collide!
The Temple of Wisdom. Everyone hold hands.
This is order.
Stand with me! Out of my way!
Solidify.
Our bond is strong!
I see everything.
Stabilize!
I see everything!
Unsolicited, and all the more valuable for it. Certainly worth the extra mile.
Gather!
Everyone hold hands! Yoo-hoo!
Dissipate! Lightning terrified!
Nada Kondala.
Every little bit counts. Every little bit counts. Stand with me!
Solidify!
I see everything!
Strike a pose! Our bond is strong!
Everyone focus!
It's all yours.
Gather!
Yoo-hoo! Hey!
Dissipate!
Stabilize! I will have order!
I'll settle this! Strike a pose!
I see everything!
Our bond is strong! All right, this'll do. Stand with me! All right, this'll do.
The criteria for certificate exams are straightforward enough. What it really comes down to is whether you are willing to put in the time. If you study and practice, then it's really not all that difficult.
Ad Astra Abyssal. Thank you for Ad Astra
Just let me know if you ever find yourself in a pinch. I can help you out.